What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. Let's get into it. And I mean, let's get into it. Where do we stand right now as a people? Well, I said we stand in a good position. A very good one. And the way I view it is entirely different than how other people see it. I get that now. I get it. And it just is what it is, man. I just try to help people out the very best I can. And for me, it's entirely different because we're looking at a situation in which there's hip hop artists right now, they've let this thing get so destroyed and diluted that only the dumb is going to be at the top of the game right now. Somebody they got their foot on their neck who knows better than to stand up to do anything to try to go against the aforementioned. Now, Nicki, Sticky Nicki, she sits up there and jumps on Lil Wayne's radio station, right? The Tunchi, whatever radio, and she's talking. Remember when you were saying that I had the reason why had a bad attitude all the time is because I wasn't getting any good, you know what, at home. And Lil Wayne's like, oh my God, I can't believe you just brought that up. He's like, but you was right though. You was right. You was right though. Listen, listen. You trying to bring up the fact that Lil Wayne, who we saw on the video, was very disrespectful when you was with Safari. Now you trying to make it seem like you ain't have it good. Come on, Nicki. Quit trying to take shots in front of everybody else in the world. You took care of a guy, right? You was loyal for years at the height of your career, at the point, carrying a guy who wasn't a celebrity, who you've been knowing for years before you really got into the business, and you stuck around all those years because you wasn't getting no good D. Now, I'm not the type of person that's gonna run out and go contact like Safari and ask him about his personal business in the bedroom. That's not what I do. But I'm very confident that he would laugh at this ridiculousness that you just put out there in the world. Now, if you want to talk about the dudes you had after him, maybe. But you ain't gonna stick around for all those years when all these other dudes like Wayne and everybody else was throwing themselves, Drake, all of them. trying to get you. And what did you do? Turn them all down to stay home with the guy who ain't in the industry. And they was like, girl, what you holding on to him for? And I mean, they was disrespectfully doing that into his face. Some guys. Very disrespectful. And then he would tell you, you need to check them on that. Right? The same person that basically could have had you sent up the river. When someone decides to remove his jewelry, his jacket, everything, and the people that was there, some of them have connections to you. Allegedly. You was almost up the river. So, what is this all about? Nicki Minaj has turned into a troll. Ladies and gentlemen. They put out a song with he who will not be named in this video in attempts to get clout again. Nicki Minaj, who's pregnant, by the way. I'm going to drop that bomb. She's pregnant, and the fact that she's pregnant, she's doing what she can to stay relevant. Yeah, so she's getting ready to have a baby, and while she's doing all this and doing the videos, and that's why she's covering up her belly on the picture and everything, you can see it in her face that she's pregnant. To me, I don't think it's a shock and awe situation. I mean, maybe a Barb or whatever that is gonna care, but other than that, Barb ain't nothing but a bunch of bots that somewhere in Bangladesh and some doggone 36-year-old white guy dressed in a bumblebee outfit, fully outraged about anybody saying anything negative against Nicki Minaj. Her marketing team, I swear, this new marketing team, they were doing such a great job. And then I guess they figured this is the only way to dig her out the hole, is to throw her in the only winning situation she had, is when she did the Fifi song. What was that, 2 years ago now? So, what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think she's just doing what she can to try to make clickbait topics? That's what I get at this point. What is this? Well, her music has been for a long time now, very long time. So now you got a bunch of people that's following her. That's not making any sense. What's the last Nicki Minaj song that you heard that was just Nicki Minaj? She did the Megatron song. They hated that. I thought it was all right. Yeah, right now I'm sitting over here talking with these people about we're supposed to have another meeting with these people who want to discuss like what are the moves and what things to do. And I'm gonna teach people some tips. I'm gonna put it on the Patreon for my brothers that really went out to support me, like they did. I'm gonna do that for them. I know. People are crazy. The government gave y'all $1,200 to survive for 4 months, but gave corporations unchecked billions. That's right, Daniel Stone. And you want me to get mad at people for taking a 24-inch flat screen from Walmart? Yep. There you go. Somebody's getting it. Somebody's getting it. I'm glad I'm not talking in vain here. Somebody's actually seeing what's actually going on. And they're trying to do it through election. You see? This is the way you want to get it done. Marquita Bradshaw is the first woman that's Tennessean, that's African American, that's running for office. And they're trying to get people to elect her in. That's cool, but she needs a support system too. See, y'all did the same thing with Obama. Yeah, well, there's a lot of different things out there that's going on. Exactly. Where are the Chinese people helping the blacks when you know how much money blacks didn't spend with Chinese people? Going to the Chinese restaurant, we spend money just like everybody else. Mm. Well, they said that B. Simone is canceled because she finessed the books and made her way from the bottom. What major companies y'all cancel for ripping our culture off? Finding ways to display hate towards our own when they start doing good, it shows amongst us a lot. So Meek is up there trying to defend B Simone in this situation. So I'm very new to the B Simone thing. And everybody's saying like, well, B Simone, she cooned up about the protest just like you did, even though people protested for you. Then she said something about 9 to 5 workers, and then she was caught stealing from multiple 9 to 5 workers. Me, sit this out. You know, Meeks is up here fighting with these people over B Simone. and she's being hit up for, you know, basically plagiarism. And they was like, Meek, you always in a woman's business. Why you ain't never in a man's business? And Meek is saying, why won't y'all post my comments complex about Breonna Taylor? And he's like, all my endorsement contracts, they have to donate more than $100,000 to charities in my hood. And I've been doing that for 3 years. And that's fact. I cannot say that's a lie because I've seen people around Meek Mill that have donated to the neighborhood, to his hood. And what he's saying is, Meek is like, look, I never checked on anything that B. Simone did. I'm just tired of seeing black people canceling black people. They got us ranked in last place already, so chill with that. So that's how Meek was feeling at the time. So I mean, the internet's gonna come after Meek any way they can. Like he was saying about Chinese stores, and I said that a long time ago. He's like, Chinese store never gave me a free day of food, won't even let you ride on a dollar short. He said the Saudis probably spent millions in our hood and on our hood and charities. But I only see my hood going in on the black lady. I can't rock with that. Stop letting these people play us. It's got a point. He's like, I got shot at 15 different times in my hood. Ducking bullets and strays. What are they talking about? Like he said, they loved me when I was stuck and hated when I was departed. I go and get it regardless. Yeah, it is what it is. And he keeps trying to get everybody to focus on something else besides that. Says, you know, that's what them folks was doing to us, canceling our black loans. Felons cancel their vote. Felons cancel public housing. He's black, cancel his job app. He's black, cancel his freedom. I'm a leader. I don't be staying quiet. That's how I got here. I'll catch y'all later on this BS. I'm out. So Meek is trying to turn people's focus away from the distraction and say, why don't y'all look at what you're not talking about and what they're not telling you to talk about? Because people don't want to think. The internet has helped create sheeps, and people are just following behind the wrong things. Well, they were talking about, look, Pat Bev came out and said, Hoopers, say what y'all want. But if LeBron James say we hooping, we all hooping. Not personal, only business, baby. Stay woke. We'll get into that and why he said that